Hello, welcome to Tech Decoded. I'm Henry Gabb, editor of the Parallel Universe, Intel's quarterly magazine for software innovation. Today I'm here with Jeff McVeigh, Vice President and General Manager for visual computing software products at Intel. Jeff leads a team that creates technologies and tools to enable visual computing all the way from edge to the cloud. Jeff has a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering from Duke University and a PhD in electrical and computer engineering from Carnegie Mellon University. He also has numerous patents and publications in the field of video processing and video compression. Welcome, Jeff.
Thanks a lot, Henry.
So, computer vision and deep learning have been getting a lot of attention these days. Can you tell me a little bit about the OpenVINO toolkit that Intel released earlier this year and how it relates to deep learning and computer vision?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first, as you mentioned, computer vision is really having a renaissance right now. We've got cameras everywhere. We have lots of connectivity. We have computing from the edge to the cloud. And we have a whole new raft of algorithms that are really being enabled by deep learning. But what's challenging, though, for developers is it's not always easy to deploy with the right performance and the right accuracy that you need for your own vision application. So what Intel decided to do was to really bundle together everything you need to bring those types of solutions to market. We looked at both classical computer vision, that's often feature-based engineering, as well as deep learning capabilities. We bring those together with some key aspects of what's in the box of the OpenVINO toolkit. One is the OpenCV library. The world's #1 library for computer vision, really focused a lot on the traditional and classical computer vision capabilities. We hardened that, made pre-built libraries, made sure it was fully optimized for Intel's architectures, and really made that a production-worthy capability that we bundle with the product. We also brought out a new technology we call the Deep Learning Deployment Toolkit, which allows a developer to take a pre-trained deep learning model and to deploy that effectively with high performance on a number of devices, from the data center to different edge devices. And then we also deliver pre-trained models and sample algorithms so that you can get started very quickly. This is really important for delivering productivity for developers as well as performance.
Can you walk through one or two typical end-to-end use cases for OpenVINO?
Yeah, sure. It really spans the gamut from anywhere you can use your eyes is where OpenVINO comes into play. Let me just pick a few of them. One might be in a retail environment where, as a store owner, you want to know where people are walking through the aisles and you want to do inventory management. So being able to do object tracking, person tracking, identification of either individuals or objects, OpenVINO allows you to do that with some of the algorithms that we provide, as well as the libraries to create your own algorithms. Another one is in the data center. We have a lot of video being uploaded through different services, either being able to detect inappropriate material, copyrighted material, or even to do fun things like finding, making sure you're identifying yourself or others of your friends in content that you have. So it really is a comprehensive that can span industrial environments, autonomous devices and vehicles, through medical imaging, through entertainment applications.
So the use case you've described, or the use cases that you've described, span lots of different architectures. Yeah. Does OpenVINO enable heterogeneous processing?
Yeah, that's actually one of its main goals. Intel has a very diverse set of hardware options, and we do that to really enable users and customers to tailor to their needs. Some applications need the best raw performance you can deliver. Some are very power constrained, like a drone environment where you need to have vision but in a very low power consuming environment. And what OpenVINO does is provide a consistent API across Intel's accelerators, CPUs, integrated graphics, vision processing units, and FPGAs with a common API in both C, C++, and Python. And then you're allowed to basically target those different accelerators with a simple one line of code change between them.
So you've covered at a high level. Okay, let's take it down a little lower. And can you tell us about how OpenVINO might actually be used in practice?
Yeah. Let's dive into the deep learning deployment toolkit portion of it, because that's a critical aspect of it. The whole notion here is a developer might have a set of data that they want to train a new algorithm on, a deep learning algorithm. They'll use a framework like TensorFlow or PyTorch or Caffe and generate a pre-trained model. After they've done that, this is where the deep learning deployment toolkit comes in. You take that, you do an optimization of that model. This is really, the first step is an offline utility that does hardware agnostic optimizations, things like layer fusion. If there are deep learning layers that can be combined together, we do that so that you only have to do one mathematical operation as opposed to multiple ones. We do other techniques to do the optimization, as well as precision tuning. If you started with a model that was in FP32, going down to int8, ensuring that you're going to get the accuracy and doing that validation. After you've optimized that model, it's represented in a file format, and then you load that into your application, and then with very simple calls, prepare new data, and then send it for inference. And with each of those ones, you can specify what accelerator you're running on, either the CPU, GPU, VPU, FPGA again. And what that allows you to do is very easily support a heterogeneous architecture with a high-level API to do that. That's really the essence of what the Deep Learning Deployment Toolkit provides, and it does so while saving memory bandwidth, being able to operate on a variety of devices, and delivering highest performance.
So OpenVINO has open in the name of the product, but it's really closed, or it's a closed toolkit. What's open about OpenVINO?
Yeah, actually we have some breaking news. You caught us on this one. We actually have now open sourced OpenVINO. Some of the elements were previously open source. The OpenCV library obviously has been. But the Deep Learning Deployment Toolkit, we just launched the open source project of that. The goals of that is really to make this an open solution for doing deep learning inference on any device, not just Intel's architectures, but if others want to expand that to different hardware platforms, different operating systems that we don't support, we're very eager to get community contributions to it as well, but is really have opened this up completely to the community.
What's on the horizon for OpenVINO? What can users expect?
Yeah, well, we'll continue to add performance and more topology support, sort of this an evolution of what we have today. But even though we've initially started with vision applications, we really are expanding to any type of inference solutions out there, be it either text, speech processing, natural language processing. We have some of those elements in the initial product, but we'll be expanding that over time as well. And as Intel comes out with new accelerators, we'll also ensure that great support for those.
So if you had a call to action for developers who are putting together these types of workflows, what would it be?
Well, it's pretty simple. It's the product's out there. It's a free download. We highly encourage you to just go access it. Start using it today. We've seen customers that within 1 week of using it, they've seen a 3x performance improvement in some of their applications. Obviously, miles varies. We see others that even greater if they spend more time on it. But you can get very productive performance very quickly, and really encourage people to go out, use the product, and also see how it fits in with other technologies that Intel provides. We have a broad set of developer capabilities, and all of those are available for people to use and bring their solutions to market.
Well, thanks, Jeff, for sharing your insights about OpenVINO and visual computing in general.
Great, thanks, Henry.
I'm Henry Gabb with Tech Decoded. Thank you for joining us today. Please visit our website for more information about Intel's product offerings around visual computing.
Hey everybody, I hope you liked this video. If you haven't seen our other videos on the Intel Software YouTube channel, remember to subscribe and don't forget to leave us a little comment. Tell us what other material you'd like to see and chat with other enthusiasts who watch our shows.